What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well and having a good start to your Friday. But if your Friday is almost over and you're already heading into your weekend, I hope you are having a good evening and have a good weekend. So for this horror collectible review, we are going to be taking a look at something a little bit different. I do find that it is horror related in a way. It definitely meets the theme. And so you recall the last one we did of these, we did the Art the Clown popcorn bucket that was released in relation to Terrifier 3 that came out last year. I know if you didn't get the popcorn bucket at the theaters when they were available, I do know that AMC allowed you to pre-order them after they pretty much sold out everywhere. And I think most of everyone started getting theirs around January, February of this year. So for this review, we're going to be taking a different path, so to speak. This review has nothing to do with any specific horror franchise, but I do feel it is very much, it can be horror related. Again, I do think it fits the theme. And so I want to preface before we get into the review of these two items. I'm a strong supporter of small business owners. I'm a very strong supporter of those who, go out there every day to run their own business 7 days a week, 16, 18-hour days to create something, either with their talents and put something out there that obviously there is a want for that product. I'm also a proponent of I would rather spend a little bit more money for what I find at many times a better product, and in order to support a small business owner versus going to your normal big box store, your average store, where you're just going to buy something that's one of the exact copy of another million other ones that are across the country or across the state, right? So any chance I get, I would rather support small business owners. Now, that's not to pat myself on the back. That's just me saying that's just what I prefer to do. And if I can't afford it, then I would rather spend that few extra dollars in doing so. With that said, there is a company called Trevor Foster Studio. And what Trevor does is he makes these mugs, cups. He actually has a few bowls. I think on his website currently right now he has also a cigarette, or not cigarette, but a cigar holder stand that you can set your cigar on. So he has a few various different products, and the cups, mugs, and the steins are usable. You can use them for cold drink, hot drink, whatever you have. And before we get into the actual review, I just want to preface. I don't have any stake in this company. I don't have anything to do with this company. I've only ever had contact with this company when I placed my order because, again, I have been looking at these for quite some time, never pulled the trigger, and finally said I'm just going to pull the trigger, especially to use here on the channel, as I have my coffee or my tea in the morning and we're doing a video or doing a live show. So I figure what better way to then have something very unique on the channel. So again, I don't have anything to do with this company. I'm not being sponsored. I'm not being asked to do this review. It's simply just something I want to do, just to put out the company's name and to put out the fact that I do like the product. So one thing we're going to do real quickly, I will show you both of the items I had purchased. I'll give you my take on them, and then I'll show you, the website, and then from there, do with it as you please. If you decide to pursue and order yourself something, hey, that's great. If not, that's also great. Just again, it's me putting the information out there. No different than when we do reviews of other content or other collectibles. I have nothing to do with those either. It's just me simply providing you the information and you doing with it as you please. So first, what we're going to do is we are going to look, I have the details here, so give me 1 second. We're going to look at what is listed as the 12-ounce Memento Mori Skull Cup, and you can get it two ways. You can either get it with a handle or without a handle, and then we're going to look at the 18-ounce Crossbone Stein. Okay, so I will try to get the item as close to the camera as possible so you can see the details on this. All right, so let me fix my mic here. All right, so this here is going to be, again, the 12-ounce Memento Mori Skull Cup with handle. So here you can see it. I'll turn it all the way around. And this is actually all the way in, so you can see how it's, I can put my finger in it, so it's not like, it actually has that amount of detail in it. You see the teeth right here, each individual tooth. Let's keep turning it. You see all like the lines into the skull. And then, like we said, with the handle, you have like this bone handle, like one bone here and another bone up here. And then this is the back of it. This is the bottom. So you even see on the bottom, the detail. Let me see. There we go. The detail, like on the top of like where the mouth would be, like right here, even into the actual teeth, up into the jawbone itself, even like right here and here, like where it would connect, right? And then this is what the inside looks like. So again, it is usable for hot, cold drink. And the one thing I like about this is that each individual one of them is made, so not every single one of these is going to look the same. So if you decided to order one, yours isn't going to look exactly like mine looks, right? They're not like mass produced, right, that way. So each one is going to have its own unique look and feel to it. But the amount of detail on this, as you can see, is absolutely insane. And it's not, and you would think something like this, it might be a bit heavy. It's not. I mean, it's no heavier than just like a normal mug. You can see, I mean, I have a pretty decent sized hand, and you can see, I mean, it fits perfectly. I mean, it's a very functional mug. And as I said, for hot or cold. I've been using it for hot. I've been using it for coffee. No problems. I would say just based on like my personal preference, I would not put this in the dishwasher. I would hand wash this, very gently hand wash this, and then immediately dry it just to make sure, you know, it didn't get chipped or anything like that. So I never put that in the dishwasher. So, all right, so that's the 12-ounce Memento Mori Skull. Again, I'll put it back up to the camera so you can see how detailed this looks, right? Okay. All right, so now we're going to look at the 18-ounce Crossbone Stein. Now this one, the detail on this one is just as great. So, and it's pretty big. So you get 18 ounces. So you can see here, again, just as detailed. I mean, those are all indented into the skull, just as you would imagine, even in the nose. You see all the individual teeth at the bottom, the jawline where like your cheeks would be, it's all sunk in. And sitting, and so I'll show you in a moment. So we keep turning it, very much similar. It's like sitting on like this almost like rock formation, but it's still the same amount of detail, even in the skull, the back of the skull. And very similar, you have like this bone handle, you have this one long bone here, and then it's connected by these two other bones, top and bottom. And then one thing I do like about this is if you look at the base here, like on the sides here, it looks like these are teeth that are sitting at the bottom of this rock formation, and then there's the bottom of it that it sits on. You can then see the inside looks exactly the same, like that black inner lining, so to speak. And again, very functional for hot or cold, and you can see just how it fits in my hand. So again, not specific to any horror franchise, but this being a horror channel, I think these are very relevant. If you are into this type of stuff, you're into these types of unique items that are created by, you know, various people out there who have that talent to create it. So, all right, so what I want to do real quickly is just to give you as far as the information goes, I'm going to pull it up here. So if you, all right. So here is the website. Again, it's trevorfosterstudio.com. And you can see there's other items he has. Like I mentioned, one thing I'm thinking about getting is this life-size skull bowl. You can see it's a cereal bowl, but this is also, he has this Humpty Dumpty, looks like a smaller teacup almost, but it has a plate that comes with it that has these surrounding teeth on the plate. Let's see what else we have. This octopus cup, and I think this also has a lid on top of it as well. This is a smaller version of the Memento Mori. As you can see, smaller cup with a 3.3 ounce. I think there's one, yeah, there's these items down here. Made to pre-order rug, but also this transcendent Memento Mori Skull Cup, and then the jaw dropping. This is that cigar holder I was mentioning. I think he also has something coming out in the next couple of weeks, another mug or cup. I believe he's posted it on his Instagram. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to go back and check. I don't have that necessarily pulled up, but this is where you can find these current items. And I think for something that is, you know, handmade, I mean, the price I think is very reasonable. Usually something like this is some people will charge hundreds of dollars, but I think it's very reasonable for, especially for the quality of the item. So just wanted to share this with everyone. We get back to the top of this website. Again, it's trevorfosterstudio.com. Again, just something I wanted to share with everybody. Again, as someone who covers horror content on a daily basis and likes very unique items that not everybody will have, or my item will look vastly different than yours. Just want to share that with everybody. If you're interested in this type of stuff, that's where you can find it. So anyways, that's going to do it for this horror. I'm calling this series, this horror collectible series. So that's going to do it for the, as I mentioned, the 12-ounce Memento Mori Skull Cup with bone handle, and the 18-ounce Crossbone Stein, made and brought to us by Trevor Foster Studio. So make sure you check them out, and check them out on Instagram. Give them a like. I'm not sure if they're on other social media platforms. I do know they are on Instagram, and actually I do think they are also on Facebook as well. So check them out, give them a follow, give them a like, go see what they're all about, and yeah, just want to share it with everyone. So that's going to do it. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think if you're interested in this type of stuff. If not, still like to know what type of unique items do you have as part of your collection, or the things that you like to use. And if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Peace.